that will have free and fair elections. And I would have little doubt that the opposition would probably win handily if they were free and if they were fair.
Yeah, I do see that. I think that's happening. But before we do that, it's going to take a while to do. We have to rebuild the country. They couldn't have an election. They wouldn't even know how to have an election right now. The country's become third world, and they wouldn't know how to have an election right now. We're going to rebuild the oil and the oil infrastructure. We'll be in charge of it. It's going to do great. It'll make a lot of money. And we're going to take it from there, but we're going to rebuild the country, and ultimately you're going to have elections.
When you talk about increasing defense spending, I go back to the campaign, and I go back to your first term, foreign policy usually doesn't get a lot of discussion. And in many ways, you have dedicated a lot of time, energy, and resources.
Very important for our country.
Okay, this is, I don't know how long I'll stay with this, but this is a Fox News channel, an interview with President Trump and this guy, who I should know his name. Let me see if we can find out who it is. Oh, so it's 1 day old. It has 1 million views. Hannity. This man's name is Hannity. Last name, I don't know his first name though. I guess that's the name, his last name, and the name of his show. Fox News Channel, FNC, a 24-hour, all-encompassing news service delivering breaking news as well as political and business news. The #1 network in cable, FNC has been the most watched television news channel for 18 consecutive years. Well, that's pretty good. According to a 2020 Brand Keys Consumer Loyalty Engagement Index report, Fox News is the top brand in the country for morning and evening news coverage. A 2019 Suffolk University poll named Fox News as the most trusted source for television news or commentary. I wanted to know what Hannity's last name was. Anyways, the top outlet owned by Fox Corporation and available in nearly 90 million homes, and dominates the cable news landscape, routinely notching the top 10 programs in the genre. The 5. Special report. Yeah, it's just Hannity. Doesn't have a last name. Doesn't have a first name. Although, I know he does, and I would know it if I heard it, but I don't remember it. What's in here?
Quite a bit of decorating since I've been here last.
Well, I have.
Great to see you, sir.
I didn't know it was a full hour. I thought it was going to be maybe 10 or 15 minutes. But you do that to me every once in a while.
I think.
First thing Trump does is scold Hannity for booking him for an hour instead of 15 minutes. Good one.
That was pretty clear, but thank you for your time. We always appreciate it. There's really not much in the news, so there's not a real lot to talk about, but let's start with Venezuela. Narco-terrorist, indicted, guy that we're losing 200 Americans a day to drugs.
Yeah.
Walk us through this decision in Venezuela.
Well, it wasn't a hard decision. Democrats wanted him and Republicans wanted him, and nobody had what it takes to get him or didn't want to get him. I don't know, something happened, but he killed a lot of people. He sent a lot of bad people into our country. He emptied his prisons into the United States. He emptied his mental institutions and insane asylums into the United States, and did a lot of very bad things, but he was a big drug pusher. You see that because all the boats that we shot down, they came out of Venezuela. A lot of drugs. There's a lot of boats and a lot of drugs. There are very few boats operating right now. There's almost no boats. You can't find any boats.
I don't think anyone would go fishing in those
Not a
waters.
lot of people want to go fishing anymore. But we've knocked out 97% of the drugs coming in by water. And we are going to start now hitting land with regard to the cartels. The cartels are running Mexico. It's very, very sad to watch and see what's happened to that country. But the cartels are running, and they're killing 250, 300,000 people in our country every single year. The drugs, it's horrible. It's devastated families. You know, you lose a child or a parent. I mean, parents are dying too with drugs. So we've done a really good job. We're knocking it down. The numbers are really getting to be, they're always going to be too high if you have one person, but they're going down just like the border. The border was a total mess for years. I did it the first time very quickly, and this time I did it even better because this was a bigger mess. This was a border like no other probably in the history of the world. There's never been a border like that when anybody could just walk into your country.
The border's ostensibly really closed now.
Closed. You can't come in. And nobody comes. Nobody even tries. And the people in Texas, Arizona, all these places that are won by such big numbers, they are so happy with the border. They had homes that they weren't even able to live in their home. Every day people were knocking on their door, every hour. And it's just a great honor to be involved with it. The ICE and Border Patrol and all of the people have been so good. Tom Homan, Kristi Noem. The people have done such an incredible job. You have no idea.
You've made a number of profound announcements and then a new announcement today. Announcement number one was 30 to 50 million barrels of oil that they will be handing over to you, and you will sell it on the market at market prices.
Yeah.
That money will be used for the people of Venezuela and the people of America.
Right.
Then they made an announcement yesterday that they will buy all of their goods from this country. Today, we learn that the holdovers, since Maduro's gone, have agreed to free all of the political prisoners.
Right.
It indicates they want peace with Donald Trump to me. How do you interpret it?
We asked them to do that, and they've been great. They really have been. I mean, everything we've wanted, they've given us. We went in, we took Maduro out. Amazingly, that nobody was killed. We didn't lose a soldier. We had some people wounded, but we didn't lose a soldier. A couple of very brave helicopter pilots were wounded pretty badly, but they're good. They're in good shape. And it was an amazing attack. The other side lost a lot of people, unfortunately. But, you know, this house was in the middle of a fort with thousands of people and soldiers and everything else. And we went right into the middle of a fort. Who would think you could do that and not lose anybody? But they had it planned so beautifully. General Raisin Kane and Pete Hegseth were fantastic. Marco's been doing a great job. Vice President, the whole group it's just a fantastic group.
Let's talk a little bit about, you make these decisions. I don't care if it's this case, Operation Midnight Hammer. In the one case, you're here in the White House in the Situation Room. You're watching this unfold in real time. In this case, you have operationally the same thing, a Situation Room down in Palm Beach at Mar-a-Lago. You make that ultimate call. You are the commander-in-chief.
Right.
You're watching it unfold in real time. What is that like?
Well, I've done it now quite a bit. We took out Soleimani, which was a big deal. I mean, a very big deal.
Okay, so this is quite a long interview. Well, actually, it's 18 minutes, and we're 4.5 minutes in. So I guess it was a little...
Middle East. It was...
I kind of want to cut it there, but let's see if we can find out what... Because it also... does it? I thought it might have been going to say something about Iran, but maybe not. Okay, let's skip ahead. We're jumping ahead to the 9-minute mark.
Well, they call it the Donroe. I didn't call it that, but they're calling it, it's the Monroe Doctrine. Now they call it the Donroe, which is basically safety for this part of the world. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. We don't want drugs pouring into our country. We don't want bad people coming into our country. Right now at the country, we'll see how the country's doing. But we'll be running the oil. We're meeting tomorrow with all of the big oil executives. We're going to be right here in the White House. We're going to meet with the biggest...
Okay, they're going to be meeting with all the oil executives in that office. And that's today, because this is a day old. Today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday.
oil people in the world. They're all coming in. The top 14 companies are coming here. They're going to go in. They're going to rebuild the whole oil infrastructure. They're going to spend at least $100 billion. And it's an unbelievable oil that they have and an unbelievable quality of oil and amount of oil.
When they nationalized the oil industry in Venezuela, going back to the 1920s,
Yeah.
American
Yeah, okay. So that's it for that. We're gonna leave these two, finish their conversation, and you can find that on Fox News.